The Duchess of Sussex has personally phoned a member of UK Parliament to thank her for penning an open letter of solidarity with the under fire royal. Duchess Meghan has seen her fair share of dark days recently, but during the toughest moments, family, friends, and people from across the globe reached out to stand in solidarity with her. On Tuesday, 72 female members of the UK Parliament showed their support for the Duchess in an open letter. Among other things, the letter discussed their viewpoints on how Meghan has been portrayed unfairly in the British media, and they gave her their wholehearted support. On occasions, stories and headlines have represented an invasion of your privacy and have sought to cast aspersions about your character, without any good reason as far as we can see, the letter read. Even more concerning still, we are calling out what can only be described as outdated colonial undertones to some of these stories. As women members of Parliament from all backgrounds, we stand with you in saying it cannot be allowed to go unchallenged. The letter clearly hit a chord with the Duchess, as she phoned Miss Lynch on Wednesday to thank her. Member of Parliament Holly Lynch, who shared the open letter on Twitter, has since told ITV that she received a phone call from Meghan regarding the gesture. "It was Buckingham Palace asking me if I was available to speak to the Duchess of Sussex," Lynch said. "She was calling to thank myself and other female members of Parliament for standing with her. Although in very different public roles, we stand with her in solidarity to say that we shouldn't be tearing down women in public life through the press or otherwise," Lynch continued, adding that the Duchess was pleased to have seen the letter. She explained to Meghan that she's also a fairly new mom and so understands the challenges of being in the public eye while managing childcare and public responsibilities. Lynch also touched on the xenophobic undertones in the press coverage of Meghan and pledged to do everything we can at this end to change the situation. "I'm really concerned about some of the narratives, some of the articles that have been incredibly sexist, but also that she's not from this country, she's from elsewhere, and that we're not happy about that," Lynch said. "I'm afraid that's unacceptable in this day and age. She's here, she's married our prince, and they've got a young son. We really want to welcome her to our society, and I'm afraid not all of the articles in our national press really reflect that, and it's time that that stops." The letter from parliamentary members comes after Meghan revealed how difficult she has found it adjusting to the tabloid coverage during an interview for a documentary about her and Prince Harry's royal tour of Africa. Since the interview, Meghan has received support from a number of individuals, including former First Lady Hillary Clinton. "I also think it's because she proudly had a career first and has a voice that she thankfully continues to use," Hillary shared. "Anyone who has the temerity to break the mold of what has previously been established and expected often, unfortunately, receive criticism and bile that I don't understand. We've seen this pattern repeatedly. I don't know her, but as someone who respects her, I am so grateful that she persists and is unbowed and is doing work she feels called to do, and also isn't willing to be bullied. It's always great to see women support women."